It's Sunday night in the NFL, and we're coming to you from under the lights as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports.
You know, when you get back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, Trust Your Eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have two stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
And this heated rivalry matchup is underway. Fights through contact, and he heads to the sidelines out of bounds. The Giants from the 37. Handoff. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line. The Giants doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. And tackled down at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback. Let's go. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Secures it with two hands, and that's a gain of 10.
Oh, I loved it when I was a quarterback, throwing screens or throwing short passes to the running backs and watch them catch it and get those big yards. It was awesome to get cheap yards like that.
Ball at the 47. First down here after the completion. The 49ers with a nickel look here on defense. Coleman's taking the handoff. Playing press coverage to the outside. Second down and 11. Outside now on the toss. And it's Suggs there to meet him. Here's how the 49ers line up on defense. They've given up a lot of passing yards this season, so they'll need to try and keep the offense in check today. The Giants are at the line facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations.
Third down and 8.
Looking long. There's a flag out. The defense will take the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Third down after the penalty. Coleman's out wide on the left.
Let's go. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Down the field. But it's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. First down at the 36. Toss to the outside. The 49ers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Going for the home run. Snags it right out of the air with one hand.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Colston's ready to run off the screen. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a look at the 49ers offense, hoping for a reversal of fortune as this offense has not kicked it into gear all year long. One of the lowest scoring teams in the league. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. And now here's the Giants' defensive lineup. Their strength, their ability to stop the pass. The 49ers facing third down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. 3rd and 10. And the quarterback cannot escape Floyd.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
No good. An empty trip for the offense.
And he just couldn't find the mark on what was a very long kick in the first place.
Well, look, that was definitely not a gimme, and you got to look at it. It takes a perfect snap, hold, and a kick, and they just missed it.
The Giants this time will go with 2 tight ends. Tosses the football. Coleman's brought down after picking up only a yard. The Giants take it from the 43. They'll run it off the toss. Space to work. No one's going to get him now. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Inside of the uprights. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Cox is going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49ers from the 22 gets the handle here. And Atkins is all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And they take him down.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. Gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Reaches out and snatches it. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense. The 49ers will punt the football away. comes out.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
About safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
The 49ers defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 35. Locked in on the foot, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play, what a run.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The point after try is in the books. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
First down at the 20. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Giants offense came out punching. Will this defense ever counterpunch, Phil?
I think it's about time the defense tries something differently, Jim. Hey, look, this offense is good. They're playing well, but they're not great, and they're not unstoppable. So change what you're doing on the defensive side and turn this tide.
The Giants from the 22. Here's the quick toss. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
You know, Jim, it's been a long time, but when I played and it was third and long early in the game, I knew the defense was going to be very careful. So I was already thinking, if I don't like it down the field, I'm going to throw it short and do it quickly.
3rd and 10 coming up. One last play before the quarter ends. The Giants offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. This is 3rd down. The Giants lined up. Everybody split out wide.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Easy catch there. No one near him. The Giants have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. First and goal. Here's the handoff and no running. Ryan's the one who made the big stop. Second and goal from the 9. Makes the catch. Touchdown. Another touchdown early in the second quarter. And Phil, we met with this team and the coaches. Did you have any idea they were going to come out with this kind of start?
No, I didn't, Jim. They're doing a terrific job on the offensive side and scoring those points. I love what they're doing on the defensive side. Hey, when it's not working, you know what you do? You change game plans. That's what I want to see from the defense.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down coming up.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Toss to the outside. Taken down at the 39.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Hyde takes his spot in the backfield. The 49ers have it at the 39. Throws the pass. And it's batted down.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
They face 3rd and 8 after failing to connect on that last pass play. Toss play. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The 49ers line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. Intercepted! Phil, the offense is hitting on all cylinders, and now the defense comes up with the pick to give the football right back to him here early in the second.
Jim, did you see the offensive coordinator after that interception? He took his headset off and threw him to the ground. He is disgusted by the decision the quarterback made.
First down at the 41. They'll go ground. Flag is out. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
It's wide open. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
The Giants' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the field room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Advancing it now inside the 40.
Press coverage all the way. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Makes the reception. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. This performance has been flawless, partner. It's been men against boys through the first quarter and a half.
You know, every once in a while you get a game like this. It only probably happens for teams once or twice a year where you can see somewhere in the second quarter that you are going to win the football game. Man, it lets you relax, it takes some pressure off, and it just makes for an awesome week ahead.
Fields the football at the 3.
Got a flag. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The 49ers snap it at the 36. It's intercepted.
They are completely out of sorts offensively, and now they add to the damage with the interception, Phil.
Yeah, when you get in situations like this, go back to the really simple things. Don't take a chance. Execute what you know you can do. If you do that, that'll give you some confidence, and then you'll start playing a lot better.
First down at the 49. The give out of the eye. That's a gain of 10. First down at the 39. Handoff out of the eye formation. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
here's the toss. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The point after is good.
The Giants getting ready to kick it away. They're setting up the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Second and 4 following the run.
Let's go.
Takes it from the eye. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Hyde's tackled down at the 39. Second and 10. The give.
Hyde's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
2-minute warning. Third down on the way. The 49ers have to get to the 49 for a first. Dropping back 3. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Poston's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
The 49ers will risk it here, going for it on fourth down. The 49ers come to the line with an empty backfield. Long ball to Hakeem. Interception. Phil, how about this performance by the defense in the first half and adding to all the acclaim with the interception before halftime?
Jim, we knew coming into the game today that they were good, and so far in this first half, they were great. What a performance. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Looking to go down the field here, but it's incomplete.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but it just goes incomplete.
The Giants come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. From the shotgun. He's picked off again. They needed something to happen before halftime, and they come up with the play with the pick.
And they got what they needed. A dumb decision, a terrible decision by the coach. My gosh, you're dominating the game. You're winning. Why would you throw it? I don't know, but that was a terrible mistake.
First down at the 23. That's dropped by Colston, who couldn't bring it in.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Second down and 10. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Sometimes on third and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Third down and 10. Looking across the middle. Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Let's go. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs. Heading into the half, and things couldn't be going much better for this team. And now their defense gets a big highlight here, making a fourth down stop.
Jim, they got it going their way. When you're hot, you're hot. And they were all over that play on fourth down. The defense, smart and aggressive. They're playing awesome today, and they're making the right decisions on the offensive side, too.
Let's go. The Giants take it from the 23. Another takeaway. Well, the offense hasn't made any plays today, but their defense just came up with a big one. And let's see if the offense can produce something before halftime.
Yeah, good job by the defense. No question about that. For the offense, man, I don't know what to tell you except just wake up. Show some emotion out there, and that will help you get out of this shutout.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First and 10. A takeaway. Heading into the half, and the defense continues to dominate the opposition.
Oh, they are playing smothering defense. That's what they're doing. They're just, every play that we see the offense run, the defense is right there making the tackle, getting turnovers. Hey, man, this has been fun to watch.
First down, offense readying for the snap. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And he's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. And this game gets more and more out of hand. The second half may just end up being a mere formality.
It could be. You know, you go in at halftime in a game like this when you're really getting manhandled. You got to find a way just to make a few plays to give you hope. If you can do that, look, in this league, you never know.
He's got a chance to return this one. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The 49ers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Second and 4. Hyde's going to secure the handoff. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
Hyde's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Hyde's going to take the handoff now. That's McCourty making the stop.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. He takes it on the counter, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
The first half comes to an end, and this one seems to be already decided. We're watching complete domination play out. Larry is coming up next with the highlights. Going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. The 49ers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
He'll throw it over the middle.
The Giants lined up in the nickel. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. Trufont's the one who brings them to the ground.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd down and 3.
He runs with it right up the gut.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The 49ers have it at the 29. Hyde's marked down after a gain of 9.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Let's go. The 49ers take it from the 38. Right back to him.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
And Jones in on the tackle.
Quarterbacks always love play-action passes. Why? Because it usually gives them a little more time to throw. When you get more time, you're going to make a better decision, and you're going to be more accurate.
Now 1st and 10.
Handoff made. And the flag is down.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Good job by the safety, diagnosing the run, getting up outside. He stops it for no gain.
First and 20.
That's an interception. He's brought down just out of the half, and it looks like this defense hasn't lost a step after the break.
No, they didn't slow down at halftime, that's for sure. But on the offensive side, they have no answers. The defense right now, just too good.
First down at the 44. Room to work. He'll pick up 7 this time. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Second down and 3 following that nice run. They're going to run it on the toss. New York Giants touchdown. Coleman's got his 3rd touchdown of the game.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation.
Cox is running this one out. Tackles made. That return's good for about 19.
The 49ers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time. Second down after the incompletion. The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. Throws the pass. Bennett had it but couldn't hold it as this goes incomplete. Easy to say that if your quarterback isn't having his best game, that sometimes it can be hard to overcome that. So kudos to the defense, but you know this is a quarterback who expects more from himself.
You're right, Jim. Let's give credit to the defense. They've been really good today here in this game. But also, when you look at the offensive side, when you see a quarterback struggle, it always means this. Protection by the offensive line's been average.
And intercepted.
There have been many mistakes for this offensive unit through the first 3 quarters, and now they add an interception to the list.
Yeah, you make all these mistakes during a football game, you're going to lose confidence, and that's what we see right now on the offensive side. No confidence. Go back to the basics. Start all over again. That's the best thing you can do.
Tackle down right around the 47.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line.
They bring in the extra tight end. Flip to the outside. Good for only a yard.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
From the shotgun. Latimer's got it on a pass that had some heat.
The Giants put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Smith's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Giants offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Giants snap it up at the 26. He makes the catch. Giants in for the score. And a second touchdown on the game.
Short passes are just as important as the long passes down the field. This time, a short, accurate pass. Look what it leads to. All those yards after the catch. Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
The Giants getting set for the kickoff. Randall's going to test the coverage this time. Smith's in on the tackle. And run back of about 19.
The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go.
K.J. Wright has the sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Second down, and they must be careful at this point. Double tight end formation to the ground. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Now, as we look at the numbers, Phil, this offense just hasn't had any room to run the football today. That's a big reason why they're down in this game.
Yeah, listen, I think they've been too patient today, trying to run the football too much. Just get over it. Go ahead, try to win the football game by throwing it down the field.
Out of the shotgun. And that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Patterson's got it on the return. Gains 17.
Patterson's such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, that's the answer.
The Giants couldn't have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Coleman's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down.
Well, once again, the offense is in the red zone. They got a big lead. I think it's up to this defense finally show a little toughness and try to stop them for once.
Toss to the outside.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
First and goal from the 5. Takes it out of the eye.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8.
Let's go. Second and goal from the 8. And now here's the toss. Another touchdown to increase the lead. This game is really out of hand now. Still just the third quarter, but I think we're close to being able to put this one in the books.
Oh, yeah. Get that OW column and put a slash underneath it because they have won the game, and they deserve to win, Jim, with their enthusiasm, the emotion they have shown, and playing such solid football.
The Giants ready here for the kickoff.
Fights through contact. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Gregory's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The 49ers with an empty backfield look here. The 49ers have it at the 24.
Almost intercepted that time.
Third down now. Quarters formation here for the defense. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking across the middle. Bennett has the catch. Bennett's tackled down at the 45.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Launching it deep, and it's incomplete.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
It'll be third down. The 49ers will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. Going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete. We're into the fourth quarter, and this game has been well out of hand for quite a while now as this offense has struggled mightily.
Well, they have. And look, the coach of this team has struggled also today. So, Coach, if your feelings are hurt, get over it. You got to keep working on your game. You got to keep practicing, and you try to get better and just do better the next time out.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 45. And it's swatted away. It's the fourth quarter. The game's not over quite yet, but the defense with the huge stop.
Yeah, I can say the game is over because that did it right there, but I'm not going to blame the offense. They knew the situation. It's early in the fourth quarter. You're getting beat bad. It was time to take a chance, and it just didn't work.
First down at the 45. Outside now on the toss. Got the first, and he's got some space.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Coleman's got it on the toss. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs. This offense has been spectacular today, Jim. Here they are in the red zone again. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to score.
First down and 10.
Toss to the outside.
I don't even want to hear about it if they score here. They're running up the score. They're winning big. They're down near the goal line. They're probably going to run it. You know, on defense, you're allowed to compete too and stop them.
Tosses the football. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. The rest of this quarter is simply a formality.
It's what it looks like, doesn't it? It just looks like, hey, it doesn't even look like it. It is. This game is absolutely over. There's no such thing as a miracle that's going to pull this out for the losing team. But give the offense a lot of credit. On the winning side, they have been sharp all day long.
And he'll start his return.
Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. First down at the 27. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The 49ers from the 27. Colston has the reception. Ball is out. Young's going to make the tackle. A truly disastrous performance from the start, and with that fumble here in the fourth quarter, just another play to add to the long list of the ones they'd rather forget.
Well, they're going to do a lot of soul searching as a football team the way they played here today, but also the coach is going to have to think about what he's going to do to this team to get them back on track. He might have to bench a few of the starters.
Keeps his legs moving.
The Giants offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the field room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution. Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to punch it in one more time.
And that gains a few.
Well, for all you talk show people and fans, if they score here, it's not running up the score. The defense, you're supposed to stop them. Hang in there and play tough and get it done.
Second and goal from the 5.
Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here. Phil, I felt like I could have said this in the first quarter instead of waiting until midway through the fourth, but this game is over.
It is, Jim, yeah, the way you said it is, there's a finality to it, no question. And the losing end, the coaches, the players, they got to go back. They got to do a lot of soul searching because this was one pitiful effort.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
It's a two tight end formation. First down at the 20. Makes the reception. Gains 13.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Giants will come out in the dime. Here's the handoff.
John Beeson able to make that tackle. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. Second down, 3 to go. They'll run it with him again. On the way, third down. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Hyde's got it on the handoff.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
They'll go ground. The 49ers now move the chains.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Hyde in the backfield. Single back set. They hand it off to him again. Brought down by Vernon.
Well, Jim, that's a tough play call right there. Running the football when you're down multiple scores here late in the game. You only pick up a couple yards. I don't think you can afford to make those kind of decisions.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The 49ers have it at the 39.
And they deck the quarterback.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Up the gut here. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line. Late in the fourth quarter, and this game has been over for quite some time.
Regardless, this offense was looking for some type of building block moving forward, but it doesn't come with that fourth down play.
Yeah, they were looking for some hope, and there was no hope out there. They're just not better than the defense they are facing, and the defense, once again, just overwhelmed them and gave them no chance to make a positive play.
The 49ers were hoping to put that behind them, but it's the same old story today as they deal with a big deficit.
Yeah, what they were trying to do today did not work. The coach has said, let's go out there and take some chances and turn everything around for our football team. That didn't work. It's been a tough day.
First down at the 49. Coleman's got the toss, secures the football, steps out of bounds. The Giants have really been able to run the ball today. That's been a huge reason why they lead. Coleman's been brilliant, and he's shown no reason to stop giving him the football.
Well, but it's working well. Don't stop. The running game is hot. The offensive linemen feel the power. They love it. Just keep running right at it.
After running it, it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll run it off the toss. Coleman's tackled down at the 24.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put two hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a 49ers team official. He said it was his shoulder in question. The doctors believe it is a ligament tear, and they've pulled him from the game. An MRI has already been scheduled. In addition, it's hard to pinpoint when he could return from this injury, but this will most likely keep him out of the lineup for a couple weeks, guys.
The 49ers defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short gain.
2nd and 8 after the penalty.
Let's go.
Here's the toss play to Tate. There's a flag out. The defense will take the penalty. After that penalty, it sets up 2nd down and 18.
Tate's on the toss. Gets the football. Touchdown as we'll hear the end of this one. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The 49ers head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10.
Handoff. Running room. Gains 19.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Most times, Phil, a rivalry game comes down to the wire, but this was one-sided today.
Yeah, you know, Jim, when you play a rivalry game, it's that for a reason, because you know them so well. Then you come out here and just get destroyed. That hurts your confidence. It makes you worry about what you're doing. You know, a lot of things to correct after this game.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.